cube of a solution containing 0.53 grams of anhydrous sodium triazocarbonate 4 in 100 centimeter cube requires 20 centimeter cube of H2SO4 for complete neutralization. The concentration of the acid solution in mole per dm cube is. Your first step needs to be, you need to balance the chemical equation between sodium triazocarbonate 4, which is Na2CO3, and H2SO4. And here's how to do that. Na2CO3 reacting with H2SO4, you would get first Na2SO4, you get water, H2O, and you get CO2, which is carbon dioxide. This is because whenever a carbonate reacts with acid, you get the salt, you get water, and you get carbon dioxide. Now, next, you bring out your molar ratio. Molar ratio here is 1, 1, 1, 1. So there might really be no need to use this in our next step. So our next step is to solve for the molar mass of sodium triazocarbonate 4. And the molar mass of sodium triazocarbonate 4 is, that's the next step, which is your second step. The molar mass represented as this of Na2CO3 is, first things first, you say 2, this atom here, this 2 times that of sodium here is 32 times 32, sorry, times 23, you say plus carbon was given here to be 12, so you say 1 times 12 plus, you might be asking, how did I get this one? Okay, there's an invisible one here, you get, good. So we'll continue, plus 3, that of the oxygen, this 3 here, from this oxygen times, our oxygen here was given to be 16 times 16, so 3 times 16, you would get 46 plus 12 plus 48. If you sum this up, you arrive at 106 grams per mole, which is a molar mass of sodium triazocarbonate 4. The third step is to solve for the mole of sodium triazocarbonate 4. And to solve for the mole is represented as this. We'll use mass over our molar mass we just solved now, which is 106. So from our equation, let's go back to our equations. From our equation, the mass was given to be, our mass was given to be 0.53, right? So we'll make use of that here. We'll say 0.53 over 106. If you punch your calculator, I'm getting here 0.005 mole. So this is the mole of sodium triazocarbonate 4. Your next step is you solve for the molar conc of sodium triazocarbonate 4, making use of the mole. And to solve for the molar conc, you need to first recall that there's a relationship between mole equals molar conc times volume. Okay, so in this case, you want to solve for the molar conc, and if you make molar conc our subjects, you would get your mole over volume. Now, if you plug in our data, our mole of sodium triazocarbonate 4 is 0.005 over, what is the volume in this case? Our volume was given to be 100. I would go back and show you. See from our equation, the volume of Na2CO3, here is it, is given to be 100 centimeter cube. So that's where I got my 100 from. Now, since it's in centimeter cube, I need to multiply here by 1000 so that would arrive at dm cube. If you punch this, we are going to get 0.05 dm cube. So you get 0.05 mole per dm cube. And last to the fourth step. The fourth step is where we'll stop for the concentration of the acid, which is what our question, which is what we've been asked from our question, and that would be the concentration of acid equals the concentration of the base. This is actually concentration of our base. Concentration of the base times volume of the base times number of mole of the acid, which is 1 from our mole ratio, over the volume of the base times the number of mole of the base. If you punch this in, the conc of the base is 0.05 times the volume of the base was given from our equation to be 20. Here is it. We are given 20 centimeter cube of a solution containing 0.53 grams of anhydrous sodium triisocarbonate 4. So this would be 0.05 times 20 times the number of mole is 1 over what's the volume of our acid. From our equation 2 was given to be 25 times 1. Let's go back to our equation to check whether the 25 is actually correct. You could see here 25 here from our equation requires 25 centimeter cube of H2SO4. Okay, so the volume of the acid is 25. If you punch this, you arrive at the concentration of the acid would be 0.04 mole per dm cube. Now let's go back and check which option tallies with what we've got. So you see option B is the correct answer, 0.04. Now if you've made it up to this point and this is your first time of watching any of our video, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, and you could also share with your friends. And before you go, I have a task for you. So here is the task for you. I would like you to solve these two questions. Please note, these questions are similar to the one already solved. And once you're done, snap and send to us back on the WhatsApp group. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, check the link in the description box and you'll be at the WhatsApp group. Once you're done solving, snap and send it to us for assessment and also correction. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.